Estes erron con e de enacompares.com otro video para ti hoy. Uy vey, this is my second recording of this video. Normally I don't record, no, I don't script my videos and it's all freestyle, and usually I don't even take a second take. Nah, most of my videos is a first take, but this, I don't know why I was talking too long in this video, so let me cut to the chase. And I recorded a way too long of a video for drivers, but whatever. I have an older Asus laptop with Windows 7. I accidentally removed the ATK driver a few months ago. How can I get it back? I think this might be the computer model number, a K53U. They claimed that they had not installed any recent Windows 7 updates. Here is the answer. You might want to stick around for overtime, but I don't want to record a video longer than 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Here's the answer. Click on the link in the description box below that'll take you to my website, enacompares.com, or you can read in the abstract, and I will include a link to Snappy Driver Installer. Snappy Driver Installer. That is my go-to tool now when it comes to reinstalling Windows drivers. That is what fixed this problem. They were missing a driver, and I instructed them to download Snappy Driver Installer and run it and then install the missing driver. There are some caveats. You can leave now. That's it. The rest is overtime. You need to be careful. Here's my gold tip of this video. When it comes to drivers, hardware drivers, you need to be careful. All it takes is one mistake and you could cause your computer not to boot. And that's not fear-mongering. That's not a lie. That is reality, especially with Microsoft. I've only used 2 driver tools as a computer technician probably in the last 10 to 15 years. Snappy Driver I found, I don't know, 3-4 years ago. In my opinion, the user interface is not that user-friendly. That's why you might want to proceed with caution. There's an expert mode. I would not use expert mode unless you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And you may want to, I don't give out orders. I don't give out advice or recommendations. However, here's a tip. With Snappy Driver Installer, you can create a Windows restore point. What that means is that if the driver that you install fucks up your computer, you may be able to fix that problem, or you'll be able to roll back that driver that you installed that might be buggy or causing blue screens or causing problems, or is not the correct driver, or somehow it got installed, or it's just, you know, it's not kosher. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not Jewish, but, you know, I don't know. I thought that was an apropos word. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's right. You don't like me because I'm not European, pale skin. Oh, you don't like me because I'm not Christian. Oh, you don't like me because I'm not political. I don't choose the left or the right. And oh, you don't like me because I just used the Jewish term. Oh my God. Oh, and you don't like me because I'm not religious. You know what I'm saying? And you don't like the way I look. All right. Snappy Driver Installer. There's a light version that I will link to. Try to keep it simple, stupid. There's no need for you to use expert mode just to install one driver. So what it will do is it will find any missing drivers, and it will have a list. It will also have a list of drivers that may have updates, so you need to be careful. You want to look for the missing driver. And you just place a check in the box. It has an empty box. I don't know why that is. I don't want to get too abstract, and I could make all kinds of jokes about that, how Americans don't think outside of a box. I mean, place a check in the box, and then it has a big green button at the top that says install. I would probably only install one driver at a time. And this is apropos for this video because they only were missing one driver. But let's say hypothetically you like Snappy Driver Installer and you want to use it from now on. It has a feature where you can install multiple drivers at once, but you need to tread carefully. You may, if you start installing all the drivers and all the updates, and you may have caused a quagmire that you're not going to get out of. You're not, no. You personally, you won't, nah. Probably a good idea, one driver at a time. Click on the checkbox, click on install. It depends on the size of the driver. Some video drivers can take a while. It just depends on, have some patience. It'll download and then it will install. You may or may not have to reboot your computer. If you need to restart your computer, I think Snappy Driver does prompt you. And it also has a feature to create a restore point, which will allow you to use Windows System Restore in case something happens. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to you. Snappy Driver Installer. It is my preferred tool, but I don't have that many customers. It's been like, a couple of weeks or a month since the last customer I had that I actually remotely connected in, and then I use Snappy Driver Installer. So it's not like I use it every day. You know what I'm saying? The tool that I might include in my blog post that I have not written yet, and I don't know what the search engine optimized keyword and title will be, driver pack. Also, driver package, driver pack solution. It's similar to Snappy. It has a light version. It has an online version. That's another thing you need to become aware with Snappy Driver Installer. It has a full version where it will download everything. You can even create a networked version, but it's like 4 gigabytes, 6 gigabytes, or whatever. It can be a huge download, so you might want to become aware of that. If you're a computer technician like I am, that it's very useful. You can even burn a DVD, and the same thing with driver pack solution. As a technician, what that allows you to do is that if you reinstall the operating system on a computer and you do not have internet access for whatever reason, I don't want to digress, but if you do not have internet access, you have the DVD. And chances are, I can't, hundreds of computers, because I used to sell a lot of used computers. I know, fuck the YouTube technology shills. The YouTube technology shills frown upon used computers. I don't know why that is, fuck them. But me personally, I've sold hundreds of used computers, and I've only had like one or two, I think one return. And that customer was a year later, and I sold her another used computer for like $80. Instead of me charging $80 to fix her computer, I think the power supply failed on it, and I did not have it was one of these compacts that have a specific proprietary power supply that I didn't have available. I would have had to probably order from eBay or Amazon, and I just sold her another used computer, and I just took the hard drive out, and it booted up just fine. Anyways, that's an old trick, but anyways, I don't want to digress about that. I've probably used driver pack solution hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times on used computers and also customers that I had to reinstall Windows. It can be very convenient, but you need to be careful, because when it comes to drivers, you can cause a massive quagmire. So that's my gold tip in this video. When it comes to drivers, at least me personally, I never fuck with drivers unless absolutely necessary. I do not update drivers. I don't have a driver updater. There's a lot of those are nefarious. Even the legit ones are garbage and trash, and they can cause problems. Plus, they run in the background. Plus, they have automatic updates. Oh, holy fuck. Automatic driver updates for hardware. Are you insane? What could happen is that the computer will just fuck up, or the next time it reboots, it may not boot correctly. Hardware drivers, from my experiences, especially with Windows operating system, all the way back to Windows 95, very finicky. Very, 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 very finicky. You need to proceed with caution. Your boss, that asshole or bitch, wants their TPS report turned in on time tomorrow morning at fucking 9 a.m. Well, you just fucking updated your drivers because you thought you were the shit. And now the computer doesn't boot, and, well, you can't complete your TPS report because you claim that you're an entrepreneur. And now you're only contract, your only client told you to fuck off and fired your ass. Because you didn't turn in their goddamn TPS report on time because you fucked around with the drivers. Decades? Nah. I never, ever fucked with drivers. Never. I learned quickly with Windows 95. Very finicky, very touchy, very fickle. So that's my tip, my gold tip in this video. Proceed with caution. The Snappy driver, pretty good. Never had that many problems with it. You just need to proceed with caution. You need to know how to use it. Oh, and here's some additional bonus tips. I think I'm at the 10-minute mark. I got to run. Snappy driver is a standalone application. There is no setup.exe. There is no install.exe. There is no installer. It's a portable version. It's a standalone application that's basically portable. There's two versions of it. There's a 32-bit. There's a 64-bit. It's been at least probably a month since I used it. I think it's sri.exe. I think is the 32-bit. I could be wrong. I think the 64-bit is sri64.exe. It's something like that. On 64-bit hardware, you run the 64-bit version. It's logical. On 32-bit hardware, you run 32-bit version of Snappy. It's logical. If you get the wrong one, it's not going to work, and you're going to know. That's going to be obvious, right? It's a zip file, so you're going to have to extract it. What you do is you download it, the zip file, you right-click, and you choose Extract All. My tip is to extract here. If there's an Extract Here option, select Extract Here. Because what it will do, if you're on the desktop or if you're in your Downloads folder, whatever folder you're at, it will extract the Snappy folder right there. So you don't have to go and search. The same folder that you downloaded will be, the Snappy software will be extracted too. It makes it easier. Then you find the correct executable. 64-bit for 64-bit hardware, 32-bit for 32-bit hardware. Then it's going to open up. It's got a graphical user interface. Look for the big green install button, but proceed with caution. I don't think it's productive to use the expert mode unless you're like a computer technician or unless you have a lot of experiences with drivers, because you don't want to install the wrong updates. You don't want to install the wrong. No. Unless you like to, fix computer problems for the fuck of it. You know what I'm saying? My old adage is don't fix it if it's not broken. If it's not broken, why the fuck fix it? Adios.